You spit at us, right? So
Then shut the up. Do you think that's correct?
that you spit at us?
You black.
She calls herself a mommy's girl, but this 21-year-old is a nightmare in cuffs. Watch as a routine arrest explodes into total chaos when she spits on officers, hurls racial slurs, and weaponizes false accusations just to get her way. She thinks she's untouchable, slipping her restraints and smashing police property, but her entitled tantrum is about to earn her a laundry list of felonies.
All right, grab your stuff, walk. Grab your stuff and walk. You hear me? Grab your stuff and walk.
Did I give you permission?
Please run.
Did I give you permission? Look at my
Stop.
Did I give you permission? Do not.
You're about to be arrested. Okay? You're about to be arrested. Continue. You understand?
What the
Walk out or you're going to be arrested for disorderly conduct.
What is wrong with you?
You just touched my officer.
Did I?
Yes, you did. Stop.
Megan, stop.
Let go.
No.
Walk out willingly. Move.
Call my mother right now. Call my mother. Call my mother.
Stop.
Okay, you're under arrest.
Call my mother.
You got her?
Call my mother.
Go ahead.
You're taking me because I'm not doing anything. Call my mother.
We're going to have one under. We're fighting with her now.
Hold on, dude. Stay still. Stay still.
What is wrong with you?
Good.
What the? Who the are you?
Okay, now you're gonna kick me?
God,
I need her wrist. Fucking.
you.
Come on.
Make sure you find her number.
Hold this. Yep. Relax, Megan. You're making this so much worse for yourself. Stop. I gotta pat you down. Stop.
I'm not doing anything wrong. What am I doing wrong?
Stop. Disorderly conduct.
What
Stop.
am I doing wrong? I'm not doing anything wrong.
Her bag's like attached to her because of the cuffs. I can't take it off because she has a bunch of shit in it.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Where's the bag, brother?
Right here, see? Crossbody.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
All right. Back up, back up, back up, back up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She's under arrest. Back up.
I understand that. Can you please not be so rough? She's 80 pounds soaking wet, dude.
We're not doing anything to her. Back up.
I understand.
Can you
I'm
stand up?
sitting right the
Can
here.
you stop moving?
I
All right.
just want to go home.
You're gonna be coming back to the station, Meg.
This isn't my bag. This is Kylie's bag.
Is he the one behind us?
Yes, this
Now
is
you-
Kylie's bag. This is not
okay,
my
okay.
bag. Hey, you little call my mother before you do this. Call my mother. Call my mother. Call my mother.
Having already kicked the black officer, it didn't take long for the female to spit at his face in the jail.
I gotta put this back up here, so let me just do that for you real quick. Alright? Can you stop moving? Megan, stop. Megan, stop.
Stop. What the am I to you, dude?
Come here. Come on.
Who the am I? You. Can you call my mother?
Nope.
Where is my mother?
You're an adult. We don't have to call her.
Yeah, you can. I asked you to call her, you call her.
Nope. That's not how this
Yeah,
works.
it does. I know my right to.
Okay. Go ahead and sit right up here.
I have one right to a phone call.
See this tape right here? All I need you to do is just stand
I
next to
already
her.
took it, you little Already took it, little Already took it, you little
Okay.
Already took you, little
Good. You just had an additional charge. Sips, you good? Yeah. Go get a spit mask. Where is that?
Possibly in car 12. I'll see. You stay with him.
I'm not that much of a...
Turn that way.
Are you kidding me? I'm not that much of a goddamn...
Turn that way. You just
I'm
spit
not
on
that
him.
much of a goddamn inconvenience.
You just spit on him.
I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna do it
look-
again. Doesn't mean you put a spit mask on
Do
me.
not look at me.
Who are... I'm gonna take you to court. I'm gonna take you to court, you little... I'm gonna take you to court.
Don't grab
I'm
me.
gonna take you to court.
Meg, all you have to do-
Take you to court.
Stop.
I'm gonna take you to court.
Stop.
You're going to court. You're
Stop.
going to court. You're going to court. You're going to court because I didn't do anything wrong to deserve a spit mask. You're wrong. You're wrong. If I spit on you 3 times, that's against the rules. But if I spit on you once,
kicking me.
that is not. That is not. You are going against the law.
Hey, listen.
You're going against the law. You're going against the law. This is against the law. This is.
Relax.
Take a deep
If you
breath.
relax, Meg, if you relax, we can talk.
Stop! Against the law!
Take a seat.
This is against the law! I'm taking you to court!
Megan, take a seat.
I'm taking you to court, you little son of a...
Hey! You're just racking up charges.
Stop kicking.
You're the one that shot against me! I'm not doing anything wrong!
The little demon refused to calm down and somehow took off her spit mask and even slipped the cuffs.
We're not keeping that over my face.
You spit.
I don't give
Mom.
I'm not gonna spit again.
Anthony, you gotta put this
Don't
back.
that shit on my face. Don't keep that on my face. Don't make me not be able to breathe. Who the are you?
Alright, so
George Floyd killer?
As long as
Who
you-
the are you? Shut the up!
relax. You spit at us, right?
Trying to give you a favor.
So,
Then shut the up. Do you think that's correct?
that you spit at us?
You black?
Okay.
Do you think that would be correct for somebody to do that to you?
Put her down, we'll try to put this over.
Do you?
Yep.
Do you think that would
Actually,
be
you know what?
correct?
You know what? We'll wait till he comes back. Though.
Call my mother! Call my mother or I'm claiming rape!
So, we gotta put this over first. That's what I did.
That part goes.
Yeah, because it goes around.
I'm
Yeah,
claiming rape if you don't call my mother. I wanna go home. I just 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 wanna go home. Why can't I go home? Why can't I go home? Why? Tell me why I can't go home, you old pieces of shit.
One, two, three. Yep. Careful. Now take a seat. Just be careful, because that ankle one is on there. Yeah, that ankle one's on there pretty good.
The officers were trying their best to politely follow due diligence, but the 21-year-old was hell-bent on making things difficult.
What's gonna happen? We're gonna pick you up. We're gonna take some pictures of you. Can you continue to?
Then go ahead. Then go ahead.
Sit down.
Then go ahead.
Look for the picture.
You feel proud of this little I'm sure you do. That's why you're smiling. I swear to God, I'll get you against.
You wanna take pictures or what are we doing?
Oh, that's why you're smiling? I'll get you against smiling.
Megan, just
I'm gonna go against court for you smiling.
real quick, Megan. Just. Okay, don't kick. You're gonna get another charge. Stop.
That's why you're smiling.
Okay. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Meg, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Just look. Just stop. Just stop. Real quick. Seriously. Real quick.
Like, you gonna allow us to fingerprint you? We're gonna stay nice and calm during that?
No.
You're not gonna let us fingerprint? Okay.
What if I don't?
Have a seat.
What if I don't? I'm asking you, what if I don't?
Do me a favor, just put your leg back up here, dude. So we can put it back on, alright?
I'm asking you, what if I don't?
Megan, please put your foot back up there. Just hold on. Just put it on the...
Yep. Meg. Left leg down, Meg. Thank you.
Even after being on multiple restraints, the female was again able to inflict damage by smashing a keyboard to express her anger.
I have a word.
Alright, I'm going on.
I have a word to speak. I have every chance to speak. You're the one that's ignoring me. You want to take that to court? We can. You want to take that to court? I will take it to court. And you know what? The judges will listen to me because you're not winning this one, you. Judges are on your side, you. You're the one that has a 21-year-old detained right now for what? For what? Because you want to be. Who the are you? Who the are you? Clearly not your sister's brother. Clearly a.
So what you just witnessed right there is honestly one of the most dramatic escalations I've seen in a while. This is 21-year-old Megan, and what started as probably just a simple disorderly conduct situation turned into something that's gonna affect her entire life. Let's break down exactly what happened here, what she's facing now, and how incredibly easy it would have been to avoid all of this mess. Alright, so the footage starts with officers trying to get Megan to leave some kind of public space. We can hear them telling her to grab her stuff and walk out. Pretty straightforward, right? At this point, she's probably just getting kicked out for causing a disturbance. Maybe she was drunk, maybe she was being loud, we don't know the full context. But here's the thing, this is the moment where everything could have ended. If she had just grabbed her bag and walked out like they asked, this video would be 30 seconds long and we wouldn't be talking about it. That's it. That's all she had to do. But instead, she immediately starts resisting. We hear the officers say, "You just touched my officer," and that's when things change completely. See, the moment you put your hands on a cop, even if it's just a push or a touch, you've crossed into a whole different territory. Now we're not talking about just disorderly conduct anymore. Now we're talking about battery on a law enforcement officer, and that's a serious charge. The officers decide to arrest her, and you can hear them radio for backup saying, "We got one under, we're fighting with her now." And this is where Megan makes her second huge mistake, she starts actively fighting them. Kicking, thrashing around, refusing to comply. Every single one of these actions is being recorded, witnessed by multiple officers, and each one is potentially adding another charge to her list. Now throughout this whole initial arrest, she's screaming, call my mother," over and over. And look, I get it. She's 21, she's scared, she wants her mom. But here's what she doesn't understand, she's an adult in the eyes of the law. The police don't have to call anybody for her at this stage. They have to process her first, and then she'll get her phone call. But she's so fixated on this one thing that she's not listening to anything else the officers are telling her. There's also this whole situation with a bag. Megan keeps saying, "It's not my bag, it's Bradley's bag, it's Kylie's bag." Her friends are even backing her up on this. But here's the legal reality that she doesn't seem to get: if a bag is physically on your person when you get arrested, the police have every right to search it. It's called a search incident to arrest. It doesn't matter if it's actually your bag or your friend's bag or a random bag you were holding. If it's on you, they can search it. That's just how the law works. So now they transport her to the jail for processing, and this is where things go from bad to absolutely catastrophic. The officers are trying to get her situated, trying to process her, and Megan does something that I honestly can't believe. She spits at one of the officers. Multiple times. Let me explain why this is such a massive deal. Spitting on a law enforcement officer isn't just assault. It's aggravated assault on law enforcement, which is a felony. We're talking potential prison time, not just jail. This single action, this split-second decision to spit at someone, can result in years behind bars. And she didn't just do it once, she did it multiple times. The officers put a spit mask on her, which is completely standard procedure when someone uses bodily fluids as a weapon. And Megan completely loses it. She's yelling about how they're breaking the law, how she's gonna take them to court, making all these threats. She even says at one point, "If I spit on you 3 times that's against the rules, but if I spit on you once it's not." Like, no Megan, that's not how it works. Any amount of spitting on an officer is assault. There's no 3-strike rule for bodily fluids. And then, and I honestly don't know how she managed this, she somehow slips out of her handcuffs and removes the spit mask. The officers have to restrain her again, and now they're using multiple restraints including ankle cuffs because she's proven she can get out of regular handcuffs and she keeps trying to kick them. During the booking process, she refuses to cooperate with taking mugshots, refuses fingerprinting, and at one point she even smashes a keyboard. That's destruction of government property right there, another charge. She's literally racking up charges like she's collecting Pokemon cards or something. There's also this really disturbing moment where she threatens to claim rape if they don't call her mother. That's not just a false accusation threat, that's something that could have added even more charges if she'd followed through with it. Making false reports to law enforcement is a crime in itself. Throughout all of this, the officers are actually being pretty patient with her. You can hear them trying to calm her down, saying things like, "If you relax Megan, we can talk," and, "You're making this so much worse for yourself." They're giving her opportunities to stop escalating, but she just keeps going. One of the officers mentions she's causing self-harm because she's fighting the restraints so hard, and they say they might have to take her to the hospital. At this point she's restrained with handcuffs, a spit mask, and ankle restraints, and she's still trying to fight. Now let's talk about what Megan is actually facing here. According to the information we have, she was charged with aggravated assault on law enforcement, disorderly conduct, throwing bodily fluids at law enforcement, resisting arrest, and criminal mischief. Let me break down what each of these could mean for her. Aggravated assault on law enforcement, this is the big one. This is a felony in most states, and we're talking anywhere from 2 to 5 years in prison potentially, maybe more depending on the jurisdiction and her criminal history. This isn't a slap on the wrist charge. This is serious prison time. Throwing bodily fluids at law enforcement, this is also often classified as a felony, especially when it's done to a law enforcement officer. Again, we're looking at potential prison time, not just jail. Resisting arrest with violence, because she was kicking and fighting, this isn't just passive resistance. This is violent resistance, which is typically a felony or a high-level misdemeanor that can carry significant jail time. Disorderly conduct and criminal mischief, these are probably the least serious charges she's facing, likely misdemeanors, but they still add to her overall criminal record and can result in fines and possible jail time. When you add all of this up, Megan could realistically be looking at several years in prison. Even if she gets a plea deal, which is likely, she's probably looking at significant time behind bars, probation, fines, court costs, and a permanent felony record that will follow her for the rest of her life. And here's what really gets me about this whole situation, it was so incredibly avoidable. Let's rewind and look at all the decision points where Megan could have changed the outcome. Decision point number 1, when the officers first told her to grab her stuff and leave. If she had just complied at this moment, walked out quietly, this would have been over. Maybe she gets a citation for disorderly conduct, pays a fine, and moves on with her life. Instead, she chose to resist. Decision point number 2, when she touched the officer. Even if it was accidental, even if she didn't mean to, once the officers said, "You touched my officer," she should have immediately apologized, put her hands up, and complied with whatever they asked. Instead, she continued to resist. Decision point number 3, during the arrest. Once they said, "You're under arrest," the legal battle is over for the moment. You don't fight it on the street. You comply, you get processed, and then you fight it in court with a lawyer. Every second she spent fighting them was adding to her charges and making her situation worse. If she had just allowed them to handcuff her and walk to the patrol car, she'd be facing way less serious charges. Decision point number 4, at the jail. Even after everything that happened during the arrest, she could have still minimized the damage. If she had calmed down, cooperated with processing, she probably would have been facing misdemeanors and maybe 1 felony for the battery during arrest. But instead, she spit at the officers. That single action added multiple felonies to her list. Decision point number 5, 6, 7, and beyond, every time she removed the spit mask, every time she slipped out of the handcuffs, every time she kicked at officers, every time she destroyed property, each of these was another opportunity to stop and choose differently. But she kept going. The tragic thing is that Megan clearly doesn't understand how the legal system works. She keeps talking about her rights, saying, "I have a right to make a phone call," and, "You're breaking the law," but she's confusing what she thinks should happen with what actually happens legally. Yes, you have a right to a phone call, but not until after you're processed. Yes, you have rights, but those rights don't include fighting with police officers or spitting on them. She also seems to think that because she's 21 and relatively young, and because her friends were saying she's only 80 pounds, that somehow the rules should be different for her. But the law doesn't care about your size or your age once you're an adult. The officers aren't being too rough, they're using the appropriate amount of force to restrain someone who is actively fighting them, destroying property, and assaulting them. And this whole thing about calling her mother, I understand she's scared and she wants support, but the way she's demanding it, threatening them, making it her entire focus, it shows a real immaturity and lack of understanding about the seriousness of her situation. She's not in high school anymore where calling your parents will get you out of trouble. She's facing felony charges. The really sad part is that this entire situation probably started with something relatively minor. Maybe she was drunk and disorderly, maybe she was in an argument with someone, we don't know. But whatever it was, it definitely didn't warrant multiple felony charges and potential years in prison. She created this outcome through a series of really bad decisions, each one compounding the last. If I had to give advice to anyone watching this who might find themselves in a similar situation, and look, we all make mistakes, we all might have too much to drink or get into a heated situation, here's what you need to remember: the moment police tell you to do something, just do it. I don't care if you think it's unfair, I don't care if you think you didn't do anything wrong, I don't care if you're scared or confused. Comply first, fight it later in court with a lawyer. If you're being arrested, don't resist. Put your hands behind your back, don't say anything except maybe, "I want a lawyer," and cooperate with processing. You're not going to talk your way out of an arrest. You're not going to fight your way out of an arrest. The only thing you're going to do is make it worse for yourself. Never, ever put your hands on a police officer. Don't touch them, don't push them, definitely don't spit on them or throw anything at them. Every one of those actions can turn a misdemeanor into a felony in seconds. And this whole thing about calling her mother, I understand she's scared and she wants support, but the way she's demanding it, threatening them, making it her entire focus, it shows a real immaturity and lack of understanding about the seriousness of her situation. She's not in high school anymore where calling your parents will get you out of trouble. She's facing felony charges. The really sad part is that this entire situation probably started with something relatively minor. Maybe she was drunk and disorderly, maybe she was in an argument with someone, we don't know. But whatever it was, it definitely didn't warrant multiple felony charges and potential years in prison. She created this outcome through a series of really bad decisions, each one compounding the last. If I had to give advice to anyone watching this who might find themselves in a similar situation, and look, we all make mistakes, we all might have too much to drink or get into a heated situation, here's what you need to remember: the moment police tell you to do something, just do it. I don't care if you think it's unfair, I don't care if you think you didn't do anything wrong, I don't care if you're scared or confused. Comply first, fight it later in court with a lawyer. If you're being arrested, don't resist. Put your hands behind your back, don't say anything except maybe, I want a lawyer, and cooperate with processing. You're not going to talk your way out of an arrest. You're not going to fight your way out of an arrest. The only thing you're going to do is make it worse for yourself. Never, ever put your hands on a police officer. Don't touch them, don't push them, definitely don't spit on them or throw anything at them. Every one of those actions can turn a misdemeanor into a felony in seconds.